With a can-do attitude and the right tools, anything is possible. You just have to dream big and start building your dreams. Every dream starts with a little inspiration, an epiphany, a vision, but more importantly, the motivation to take action. Everyone's dreams are different. Mine, yours, everyone's. A lot will say they don't want to die with dreams, they want to die with memories. You only achieve what you commit to. It's not going to happen overnight, but over time, with same hard work, the dream begins to build. Join us on this ride as I share my dream and my journey with you. But more than anything, I want you to get inspired to get out there and start building your dreams. We started this journey alone, but along the way we forged relationships with many of the best in the industry, and I want to thank them for their support and generosity. Hey guys, so we are at one of our favorite camp spots up here in the Cherokee National Forest. Over here we've got the river, so nice river in the background. So it's getting to be winter, and we have liked the HCALORY over the last couple of years. And right now we got the new Toolbox Max. According to the website, these are all sold out, so I don't have a discount code to give you guys, but we're doing an initial burn just to see how it is. And it is cranking out some heat, so right now it's saying that the output is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It is running off diesel. It is using the Jackery. So let's see how our readings are looking. So right now we're only pulling 40 watts. So we're gonna power this down. We'll relocate up on top of the Jeep. But I guess today's video is gonna be about camp luxuries, and some of those things include like the Taruka awnings, as well as our new deep sleep mattresses. So we'll show you those. We'll sleep on them tonight and let you know how it goes in the morning. Over here's our campfire. We got our Devos light for the area. Over here, we got our diesel heater in place. So that's up there, running the hose into there. Got the pipe up. We got about 6 inches from the rack, plus it has a nice little kickstand. Over on the driver's side, got our Taruka awning. I love this thing. Just puts out so much light. You can go like here, we got the amber. Back here, we got the red. And it's got lights all around it. So we don't even have them all turned on. Doing a little cooking over here. I'm really enjoying the awning setup and our camp setup for tonight. I love the sound of the river. And if it gets too cold, we'll turn on the heater. It's like 65, so I don't know if we'll need it or not, but we'll see. We may try it out. Okay, guys, so I just rolled out our new deep sleep mattresses to try those out. I'll show you what we got going on. So follow me up the stairs. I have to turn on my headlamp. I'm probably not going to be able to see through the mesh. So right here's our two mattresses. Side by side, they're about the size of a queen, even though we got kind of a Cali King up here. And so one thing I've learned so far is with these mattresses, the bag that they come with is not quite big enough. There is a little pump you can use to inflate them and deflate them. Right now I'm just kind of letting them inflate up on their own. As you can see, they're definitely a lot better than the standard 1-inch memory foam. So that'll definitely be good. I still got to pull out our bedding up underneath. So we got a blanket and a sleeping bag that we've been keeping in the tent. Now I'm thinking these, if I can air them down, when I fold them up, I'll be able to put them where the ladder is, because the bottom of the tent folds up and over. And if I squeeze these down, get all the air out, I should be able to take and, you know, fit them in. So we're gonna let these kind of just air up on their own. I've already had this one out, tested it out at the house. They do inflate on their own. Just kind of let them do their thing, and we'll come back and check on them, and we'll sleep on them tonight, and I'll let you know what I think. So those are, again, the deep sleeps. We got the Jackery set up with the diesel heater, and I think it'll be plenty toasty for us. So we slept in the tent last night. As you can hear, it's definitely raining today. It's pretty wet. Taruka doing a good job. And overall, the mattresses were comfortable. I didn't feel like they leaked down. I slept with my hip on either top of the Jackery or something, so it didn't help out. But my back doesn't feel nearly as impacted as it did with just a normal mattress. As you can hear, we're deflating up there, and the main issue that I found with these is once you deflate them with the little pump they come with, you can't get them completely flat like the factory. You're never going to get them back in that bag. So that's one of the critiques I would have for Deep Sleep or whoever, you know, buys one of these. You may need to find another bag to put your mattress in, and they take up quite a bit of space, you know. Let me show you what the end product looks like. So they've got two valves right here. One is the pressure relief button. The other is the fill valve. And so if you pop the valve and you just let it sit for like 30, 45 minutes, an hour before you go to sleep, it's going to be inflated enough to be comfortable. Pump is for those people that want an extra firm mattress. Me, I like a softer mattress. So I think if I just lay it out and let it inflate on its own, I think it's going to be good. But again, there's no way this is going back in the bag. So this is another consideration. I got to figure out where to store this. I thought about folding it in half and putting it in the tent, but with it raining today and putting the tent up wet, I don't want to risk ruining the mattress. It's going to be another day until I can take and actually, you know, open everything up and dry it off, because tomorrow's Monday and everybody's got to go back to work. That's just how it is. As far as the diesel heater goes, I think the diesel heater is a great improvement. I think it's worth the money. We didn't use it last night, but that thing blows hot as Hades. When we did our test, it was actually, you know, a lot warmer than we thought it would be last night. It only got down to maybe in the 50s, so it didn't quite dip into the 40s. When we went to Overland Expo East, it was cold, and I really wished we had had the diesel heater, and so that's why we brought it with us in case we needed it. Where we're at, there's no cell phone reception. A lot of canopy, so barely any Starlink signal. So I just shut the Starlink off because I felt like we were wasting any power. Overall, I think for the camping gear, the mattresses, I think both mattresses, they'd probably be right about $400 for two of them, which is perfect for a Cali King. Now, if you got like a normal wedge style mattress, you may want to get the smaller ones. But having two individual mattresses, I thought was great. And with the memory foam, like, you don't feel the other person. Like, I've slept on those big, you know, blow up king size, queen size beds, and like every little move is like this. With these, this person can be moving all day long and this person just sleeps right through. That's the advantage of the memory foam. They are thick, so we did lose like 4 to 5 inches of headroom. But overall, I think the mattresses were a good investment, and I know this morning my back doesn't hurt, my body doesn't ache all over like it normally does when I'm sleeping on the little 1-inch rooftop tent memory foam. And so I would say that would definitely be a plus. And then I think a diesel heater in general, having one, they can be very dangerous. This new one, it's got the side exit exhaust. And so the way I kind of positioned that up on the roof, but we'll run you out here real quick. So I just put it up here in the middle, ran the heater hose into there, and then the exhaust is straight up. So with the Serco rack, I've got plenty of room to keep the heat away from the top. I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, a lot of people will use like the spare tire or the tire table, or they'll put it on the tailgate, which you could do as well. I just didn't have a hose to run up to the tent, so that's something I'll look at doing in the future. And it's got a 3.5-inch fitting, so it's kind of difficult to find a hose. I've seen where one guy took the little vent that comes with it, cut it off a couple inches, stuck that in just to get an adjuster up to step it up to a 4-inch hose. I won't say it's a must-have. You got to stay warm. I think it's it's definitely a luxury. The mattresses are a huge improvement. So overall, short little video, tested out this equipment just to see how it performed. And overall, I like the deep sleeps. Again, I think they need to come with a bigger bag because your average person isn't going to be able to get all the air out. I think you would truly need like a vacuum to suck all the air out. That little hand pump just isn't going to do it that they come with. As far as firmness goes, I think you can self-inflate them without making a bunch of noise. But you are going to have to add, you know, probably 30 minutes to your teardown just for the mattresses. If you had one, maybe 15 minutes to suck all the air out, roll it up. So anywhere from, you know, 10 to 20 to 30 minutes added time on your pack up. And so that's all we're doing right now is we're just packing up. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Once again, I get to share my dream with you, but true purpose is a chance to help inform, motivate, and inspire you guys to get out there and start building your dreams.